Golden State won the final game of their most grueling trip with a 30-point burst from the two-time MVP. And yet another clutch stop from a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Tonight, Oracle welcomes Kristaps Porzingis, all 7'3", and a much improved Knicks squad that's hanging with the big boys back east. The Warriors are home, and the Stars are out in Oaktown right now. Never looked so good after being away for 10 days, and even the rain can't dampen the enthusiasm of a sellout crowd filing into Oracle, ready to see the Warriors. The Knicks' only visit. Let's do it right now. Hello, everybody. Bob Fitzgerald alongside Jim Barnett, and it is good to be home. It's special when you play the Knicks. For the Warriors, keep on those winning ways and do it at Oracle.
Love to play against the Knicks, either home or back in New York, of course. I would like to see a little easier, a little breathing room in the fourth quarter. These games coming down to the fourth quarter, the last few plays of the game, I think they're better than that, and I think they can dominate early in this game.
The Warriors have been dominating with the best record in the NBA, and they're putting up the numbers that would back up their superiority. When you look at offense, no team has the Warriors' firepower.
They've got the three best shooters in the league. They've got three scorers that give you 20-plus per night.
We used to talk about 30 assists per game. They're averaging more than 30 assists.
The most unselfish team in the league, and all of the Stars get all the shots they want.
Defense is a little different this year, but they're number one in steals.
Well, they really get after people. They double team a lot. They get into the passing lanes, and they make big steals.
I thought the Warriors were undersized. They're leading the league in blocks.
Outside of McGee, it's guards and forwards who are blocking shots this year, and they're doing a superb job of that. Well, the best record in the league at 22-4. But the Warriors have not reached their peak by far. Steve Kerr knows they can be better. All these players know they can play better. They've got to create better habits. I'm expecting them to play better as the season goes on. This is a team that can really dominate, and we've yet to really see it.
The Warriors are setting their own standard, and they're going to be tested tonight by a very unusual player. When someone is 7'3", 240 pounds, but can step out to the three-point line, Kristaps Porzingis is unusual.
I'll tell you, the way that players evolve today, he can do everything. He's going to be all over the floor. He'll handle the ball. He will make plays. He will shoot from three-point range. He will go inside. He can run the floor. He can handle, and I'll tell you, he is very versatile.
So you look at Porzingis, or you look at a point guard. Draymond Green can guard all of them, of any size, at any position. The Warriors' defensive stopper has won games at the very end of games. He does it routinely. We'll take a closer look at possibly the best defensive player in the NBA right after this.
Company, what do you want from me and my scars? Everybody lack confident, everybody lack confident. How many times my potential was anonymous? How many times the city making me promises? So I promise this. I love myself. The world is a ghetto, big guns and dicky signs. I love myself, but they can do what they want whenever they want. I don't mind. I love myself. He said I gotta get up like this world is suicide. I love myself. One day at a time, sun go shine. They wanna say it's a war outside and a bomb in the street and a gun in the hood and a mob of police and a rock on the corner and a line full of fiend and a bottle full of lean and a motto on a scheme, yep. These days of frustration keep y'all on tuck in rotation. I duck these cold faces, post up, feed 5-4 for bases. Dreams are reality's piece. Blow steam in the face of the beast. The sky can fall down, the wind can cry now. The strong in me, I still smile. I love myself. The world is a ghetto, big guns and dicky signs. I love myself, but they can do what they want whenever they want. I don't mind. I love myself. He said I gotta get up like this world is suicide. I love myself. One day at a time, sun go shine. Walk my bare feet, walk my bare feet. Down, down, valley deep. Down, down, valley deep. I love myself. 5-4 from feet, 5-4. I love myself. Heart undone, my heart on. I love myself.
The world is a ghetto, big guns and dicky signs. I love myself, but they can do what they want whenever they want. I don't to the moped store. What's uppers? The salesman's like, what up? What's your budget? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know nothing about mopeds. He said,
I got the one for you. Follow me.
ooh, it's too real. Chromed out mirror, I don't need a windshield. Banana seat, a canopy on 2 wheels. 800 cash, that's a hell of a deal. I'm headed downtown, cruising through the alley, tiptoeing in the street like ballet. Pulled up, moped to the valet. White walls on the wheels like mayonnaise. Dope, my crew is ill, and all we need is 2 good wheels. Got gas in the tank, cash in the bank, and a bad little mama with a on my face. I'm
Get Oracle, and he just interrupted my Christmas shopping. I'm getting that little Santa for Jim. The Warriors and Knicks are going to be an interesting game, and maybe it comes down to the wire. And we always celebrate game-winning shots for NBA players. But how about game-winning stops? Jim, Draymond Green wants to guard the last guy at the end of every game.
He'd rather play defense than offense anytime at all, and he's always ready. He thrives in those crucial moments.
The Warriors have had 3 wins. In Milwaukee, he knocks it away. In Atlanta, he stopped 2 guys driving.
Well, he can defend centers, he can defend power forwards, and he can go and defend little men. He did against Bazemore as well.
Anthony Davis thought he was home free until Draymond took it away.
When you make a mistake and you expose the ball, he's going to jump on it. As I said, he just loves these moments. He relishes saving a game at the defensive end. A lot of pride.
Our Geico Advanced Analytics, you can keep numbers for everything. This guy's the best defensive player in the league, and he proves it night in, night out.
He plays proactive defense. He anticipates what the player should do. He anticipates the weaknesses, and he just jumps on it.
Well, for the Warriors and the Knicks, every time New York comes, it's a special night. But this will be a special night for many reasons in the NBA. We lost a great friend. We will honor Craig Sager. We'll kick it back to the studio and then come back to Oracle right after this. All right, Draymond Green. The Knicks in the blue and orange. Warriors finally back in the home white at Oracle. The 6 games in 9 days in 6 different cities are all done. Little mini homestand with our Southwest Airlines starting lineups. It's Steph Curry with Klay Thompson, JaVale McGee, Draymond Green, and Kevin Durant. McGee starts his 2nd game in a row at center. Zaza Pachulia is out. Brandon Jennings, Courtney Lee, Joakim Noah, Kristaps Porzingis, and Lance Thomas. Carmelo Anthony will not play with a sore shoulder. But this is a Knicks team with 2 wins on this West Coast trip, beating Sacramento and the Lakers, losing a heartbreaker to Phoenix, and trying to measure themselves against the best team in the NBA and the Golden State Warriors. Jeff Hornacek has the Knicks at 14-11, and they would be a playoff team in the Eastern Conference. So you said it in Warrior pregame live, Jim. The first home game after a long road trip can feel like a road game. Hopefully the Oracle crowd will make sure it doesn't.
It really can. Because you come home essentially yesterday in the middle of the night. Well, they're without 35% of their offense with Rose, who'd been playing well this year, by the way.
Jumper right off the bat. And every time I see 42 in a Knicks uniform, I want to say Kurt Thomas, but it's Lance Thomas.
Undrafted. He's had so many 10-day contracts, it makes your head spin. He's worked himself into an NBA player.
Draymond misfiring on the 3.
Never drafted. Signed with New Orleans with Thomas. They cut him. Brought him back. 10-day contracts. The Knicks brought him in. 10-day contracts. They cut him. They brought him back again. He's just persevered.
Lee rimming that out. Joakim Noah kept it alive, and Durant will push.
Courtney Lee did a pretty good impersonation of Derrick Rose on that move.
Klay Thompson for 3. He rattles that out. I don't have to tell you about Brandon Jennings, Jim. We were there the night he had 55 in Milwaukee.
That is his career high. He's looking more to distribute with his team. He's not taking a lot of shots. We'll watch it as it goes tonight.
Jennings, top of the backboard. And Durant, one man to beat. And KD will take it the length and lay it up and out. And
it was almost too easy for him. This kid is going to be a star.
Noah batted it back. Porzingis retrieves. Lance Thomas had made 1. Was firing on that 3. And you see Joakim Noah, all the dirty work inside, but he can't finish. McGee caught that. They cycle it to Steph. And JaVale with the rebound. JaVale with the follow.
I thought he got hit on the wrist. He earned that shot, though.
Warriors have opened 0 for 5.
He had great ball movement. Just didn't go for him.
Porzingis missing the 3. Kristaps Porzingis is huge. At 7'3", he is so long. And Durant puts the Warriors on the board.
Finally finds the bottom of the twine.
Said the first game back can feel a little awkward, and the Warriors misfiring on a couple shots. Right down the lane.
Never's been a big scorer, but when he's around the basket, you got to be careful. You got to block him off.
Signed as a free agent after all those good years in Chicago. They got a little stubborn there and travel. Courtney Lee's a pretty solid defender.
Yes, he is. Good three-point shooter. I always thought he could be a better three-point shooter. More consistent. Look at Jeff Hornacek.
Looks like he's done a pretty good job with Phoenix.
He just, for New York City, the Big Apple, it doesn't fit for me. He just seems too nonchalant about things. And I asked him that before the game. But, by the way, he's sick on this trip. I think he's going to be perfect for the Knicks. I just think he's a stabilizing influence. There's Carmelo. He hurt his shoulder against Phoenix.
Just talking to the Knicks staff, they said it's just been on and off and bothering him, and he had to take a game. They said he's having problems just passing, and I said, are you sure it was just the shoulder? Melo missing the lefty layup.
Yeah, he took a shot, and he got hit, and it knocked him down, and he fell on his shoulder in Phoenix.
Klay Thompson hitting a 3. Steph pushed that tempo. Porzingis is a handful. You just see Stockton and Diamond Rose at 7'3".
Yeah, he's 7'3", but he can play like a smaller man. You can see him handle the ball there, stop on a dime and pick it right up.
Grant's got Jennings on a switch. Draymond 3. That three-pointer came alive on the road trip, and he brought it back home with him.
He just talked a little trash to Porzingis.
Bale did the right thing there.
Stay back. Right?
Didn't leave his feet.
Let him take a shot.
Draymond was hoping to get contact.
That was good defense.
McGee will spike it out. Jennings, quickest man to the ball. Brandon Jennings can't finish.
Going a little too fast.
He got a lot of layups missed early. And Bale adds to that total. Klay Thompson missing the 3. There's some ugly shooting in the beginning.
I love this little matchup with McGee and Porzingis fighting for rebounds. A lot of length.
Warriors are 3 of 11. Knicks are 3 of 13. If you want an offense, this isn't your first 4.5 minutes. Ragged.
The Warriors have had such great shots.
Beautiful. KD creating, and McGee right on the same page with them. I thought JaVale was very productive in his first start at New Orleans.
Absolutely. Glad to see him get the start here tonight. Against the big fella. Except it's Draymond on the biggest fella. So for McGee, he just got to think about Noah and block him off the glass, not let him get offensive putbacks.
Shot clock at 6. And he stayed down nicely. Porzingis knocked away. Shot clock winding. And it's a 24-second violation. Now they will replay that, but all the officials thought that Brandon Jennings did not get that shot off.
You're not surprised that he made it, are you?
No. Those are the scary ones for him because when he gets into that mode, Brandon Jennings can start to do some amazing things.
So far, he just never has turned into a great three-point shooter. Hit that one, but he's a 31% shooter this year.
Oh, Steph stop and go, and then just drop off to the dunk. That's perfect. That's Steph Curry. When teams switch bigs on him, this is where he can dice the team up.
Well, he knew Porzingis was going to block this. He gets by him, but you'll see he gets tracked right to the rim. And he got rid of that ball as he drew 2 defenders. Not only Porzingis, but Kyle O'Quinn. That's just basketball intelligence.
Hale misfiring on the free throw. Klay Thompson stayed with it. Extra possession. right to trouble, and O'Quinn comes away with it. Jennings very quick with that left hand.
They're going to need his scoring tonight. As I said, he's been a reluctant shooter so far coming off the bench. But with Derrick Rose out, he's got to start, and he may look to score tonight.
Steve Kerr is going to use a timeout with 6:16 remaining in the first. Neither team's shooting the ball well, but when the Warriors' three-pointers start dropping, New York will be in trouble.
Welcome back to Oracle Arena. Warriors up 4 on the Knicks. Draymond Green has made clutch defensive plays to help decide a Warriors victory 3 different times. But it's interesting that a man that loves to close games does feel some butterflies at the start of them. He said, I get nervous all the time, especially before the game, but once I touch the ball, I'm okay. However, at the end of games, he said, I enjoy that moment. To get a stop to win the game, it's fun to me. Draymond also wasn't always into defense. He said, in college, I was a great help defender, but on the ball D, it wasn't so big to me. When I came into the league, it was a way to get on the floor, and then I developed a love for it.
Well, Roz, the consummate defender, in my estimation, Bill Russell. And Draymond Green is reaching those heights as well in his own way. Bill Russell used to vomit and get sick before every game. He was so nervous about it. He played pretty well too, didn't he?
That was his pregame ritual.
Yep, he did.
I mean, not a lot of people know that.
He would go in and he would even, I hate to say this, but he would even put his finger down his throat to get rid of this stuff. He had to do it. And Jerry West sitting courtside, by the way, sitting right on the court across from the Knicks bench. He was so nervous before. He hated pregame warm-up and the anticipation. But once the tip goes up, it's a different story for those stars.
I like the 7:30 starts. It's right around dinner time. It's perfect for that.
Get rid of your dinner. It was a ritual with Russell.
The Warriors are getting every shot they want. They're just not making very many of them. Lob to McGee, and JaVale is the finisher.
Well, O'Quinn was smart. He's tough. He's a rough customer, but he just got the heck out of the way.
Cycle it out to Lance Thomas, an open 3. And Curry with the rebound. Steph's got 3 boards. Porzingis, he can move at 7-3. Draymond's going to bully that point guard, but couldn't finish over Brandon Jennings. Again, good recognition, good shot. Warriors will start making that. Brandon Jennings running it right back.
He's got to score big tonight. Thomas came in shooting 46%. Now he only plays about 16, 17 minutes a night. He'll play more. He hit his first one, hasn't hit since.
Clay going to do the same thing. And JaVale going to do the same thing.
I think O'Quinn just can't even afford to give help. He's got to keep a body on McGee. That's going to be travel.
That's the travel that they're watching more this year.
It was almost automatic that he was going to try to score on McGee since he'd been scored on twice. This was an easy one here.
For JaVale McGee, as you say, Jim, you're not going to get a help defender if you keep doing this to defenses.
Some of those are nearly thrown away. They're thrown behind McGee, but he's got such a long reach. And we get our first look at the young man from Vilnius, Lithuania. Mindaugas Kuzminskinas.
Excuse me?
Mindaugas Kuzminskinas. He went to Šarūnas Marčiulionis' basketball school over in Vilnius as a youngster. More than once.
Porzingis well defended by Draymond. Okay, so we've got a Kuzminskinas and a Porzingis out there together?
Porzingis.
I'm going to need to buy a vowel.
They forgot.
Give it to Iguodala as the Knicks fell asleep. They'll never have an easier basket than that. 94 feet away, the Warriors just threw it ahead. So Draymond Green taking on that defensive challenge. Porzingis is 1 of 4 early. And you might want to guard Andre Iguodala on an out-of-bounds play. With the Warrior lead at 8. First playing time for Ian Clark. Along with Kevon Looney, Andre Iguodala, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson. Vinskenis is fouled by Iguodala. So you have a Latvian and a Lithuanian on the floor for New York.
2 of the Baltic states represented. No Estonia.
Shot clock at 4. Courtney Lee off iron. And the only Estonians have been the Knicks shooting percentage at 6 of 20. Had some awkward misses tonight. So Warriors clamp down defensively and loosen up offensively. They should be all right. Klay Thompson missing off iron. Paolo Quinn with a nice rebound. Fended off Looney.
He eats up rebounds. Quinn does. Doesn't need a lot of minutes to put a lot of rebounds on the game.
Played that nicely. And then O'Quinn sneaking in for the offensive rebound. The Warriors just look like a team that got home at 3 in the morning yesterday. It's a little loggy right now. Klay Thompson cutting without the ball.
Give me the excuse for the Knicks with all the points in the paint. I don't know what it is. They had a day off.
Coming up with a steal.
Because Iguodala had his hands up into the passing lane.
And then didn't want the 3, but Ian Clark is getting more and more confident as the season goes on.
He's a reliable scorer now, Bob, off the bench. He's reliable.
Well, Brandon Jennings, even after made baskets, keeps rushing it up the floor. So whoever got Jennings has to stop the ball. Hornacek very familiar with that up-tempo offense, and he's exhorting Jennings to run it back, and he's doing a good job so far. Remember tonight's game and all Warrior games on CSN or stream live via the NBC Sports app on your mobile phone or tablet. Stream the Warriors on the go.
Kevin Durant back on the floor.
You're seeing some interesting substitution patterns because of the Warriors just getting home. Steph went out. Durant always goes out midway through. He comes back in, but Steve Kerr's trying to get multiple guys back into the game. Just find somebody to get loosened up a little bit. Normally you'll see Steph play longer at the beginning of the game. Klay Thompson setting up Kevon. Good patience as he lays it in.
I'll tell you something about him, a young player, but he understands the value of a pump fake. Coming to a stop, had a dribble left. That's composure.
Wayne missing there. Jennings will track it down.
2 minutes remaining.
He's quick.
AD couldn't get there.
Quick and crafty.
Well, answer something for Looney for me. Does he dunk a lot? Have we seen a lot of dunks from him?
No, not at all.
Okay, and he's still shooting 69%,
Yeah,
which is exactly your point.
He knows how to get it up, and this would have counted.
Kevon pump fakes, gets layups.
Nope, would not have counted.
Very efficient.
Side out. Yes. No, he doesn't think about dunking because he wants to take the easy route and make it simple and put it in the basket. He knows it counts for 2. He's clever.
Well,
Quiet young man.
one of our favorites just became very happy, Jim, because Ron Baker from Wichita State has checked in, and Raymond Ritter, our vice president of PR, is the happiest man in the building and the only Wichita State fan I know. So undrafted out of Wichita State, there he is.
I like the Shockers. I like it when they're competing in the NCAA.
Hey, speaking of,
They can be exciting.
speaking of shocks, you do know Raymond won all the fine money with a half-court shot before the game in New Orleans.
Raymond did.
$2,500.
No. Are you serious?
They went through the whole team
Yeah.
and the coaches. You get one shot from half court, all the fine money's accumulated.
This was at the shoot-around.
And Raymond Ritter
You're kidding me.
hit the half-court shot.
There he is.
I mean, I know Steph Curry is hosting some Make-A-Wish kids tonight, which is a phenomenal thing, but you want to talk about making a wish for a guy. Raymond Ritter hitting a half-court shot?
Well, he finally went out and got a haircut then.
Iguodala missing the free throw. The one shoot around you missed, Jim.
I was going to say,
I was there.
I was under the weather, and I did not attend. And now I regret it. Although it did feel good to sleep. And now I gave it to you, so congratulations. I'm okay now.
Chicken noodle soup, I'll make it through.
You get what I get, you're going to need more than that.
Shot clock at 7. Here's Minskinis trying to get around Iguodala. Dropped it inside, and the Warriors collapse nicely. Hernan Gomez thought he was home free, and instead it's Ian Clark missing the layup.
Didn't use the board. Friday night went right to the rim. That curled out.
Hernan Gomez. Now, it's spelled Willie, but pronounced with a B. B-Illy. Hernan Gomez.
Okay.
We've seen his brother already. As Kevin Durant hits a 3. Hernan Gomez's brother plays for Denver.
Young players. This one's 22.
Minskinis hitting the 3.
Hasn't played a lot of minutes, only 38 minutes coming in.
He would have been a 2011 draftee, but went undrafted. The Knicks going international to sign a few players.
He's played 238 in the last 5 games, so he's getting a little more minutes. A few more.
Man thought about that 3, lost the shoe, and then lost the ball. Baker stolen by Ian Clark. KD's only got 1 shoe, but Clay's got the ball. This has been a crazy quarter. Shot clock is off. Baker to the rim. Unable to finish. And he tried to go straight up. Might have been a little contact, but a strong finish by Ron Baker. In the last second, KD from midcourt. That shot won't count. So the Warriors are a little ragged, but they still put up 32. They shoot 54%. They limit the Knicks to 39% shooting. No Rose, no Carmelo. And the Knicks looking for offense. The Warriors looking to get back on track at home. And the offense starting to show a little efficiency in the last couple minutes. Jim, shoot better than 50, hold a team under 40 is kind of the Warriors' mantra.
They missed so many easy ones. It could have been 70%, and they'd be up about 44-25,
yeah.
But they'll take it. They sure got a lot of looks inside. And the Knicks came back. They got 18 points in the paint in that quarter.
Tell you, seeing Reggie Williams the other night. Tonight continues kind of Warrior Old Home Week. Justin Holiday has checked in for the Knicks. Who's Minskinis, Ron Baker, Kyle O'Quinn, and Hernan Gomez for New York.
Yeah, Holiday got to play on teams that were pretty good. Reggie did not, so he averaged 15 points a game his first year here. Next year played 82 games.
Holiday reached on Steph. Curry couldn't get the angle off the backboard.
He's got such a soft touch, though, that a lot of things that other people would shoot, no chance of going in. His always have a chance. They bounce around, and he gets what you would call lucky bounces, but they aren't lucky. That's for him.
The defense, David West and Steph, and then the throwaway. Those were so anxious to run there. Minskinis missing that 3. Durant coming back for the rebound. KD has just become a reliable rebounder. Every single night, David West was fouled before he could lay that in.
He had deep position, and he locked him up. He locked up his defender.
Also, too, Jim, that's perfect pass to the angle, so then you can enter it into the post there. Warriors recognize that instantaneously.
That's why it whipped around fast. 1, 2, boom.
David West right back to Sean. These are the shots that are going awry. I mean, this is just beautiful basketball, but you got to make it. Warriors left about 6 layups. Wanting. Durant with a weak side block. Doing that every night. And we got to travel before a potential foul.
That's a tough call. Could have been a 3-point play. One reason he traveled is he wanted to get contact, so he came forward, and I believe that threw him off balance a little bit.
Now, if you just tuned in, it feels like the Warriors are up 16 points. Except they're only up 7 because they continue to miss shots. Steph is 0 for 4.
Well, Kevin Durant insisted on running the play there, and he did. He's disciplined. But he had a wide open shot. He had a wide open shot before he made the pass. Take it.
Gomez exposed the ball to Iguodala. Andre knocked it away.
One thing about this offense with everybody gets their shots.
Well, that's early in the year when Clay was struggling. He said, I'm getting the same number of shots from the same places I always have. Derrick Rose and Carmelo Anthony not in uniform tonight. Holiday missing that 3. David West will send Iguodala on his way. Running with Livingston. And Andre will take it himself and lay it in.
That's the way to run it. He had a 2-on-1. He thought about throwing to Livingston. He didn't quite have the angle. But you take it all the way. Put the pressure on them. They're on their heels.
Nearly a knock away. Vinskis. Holiday an open look, and he strikes a 3. Point being, with the Warriors missing so many easy shots, you look up. 6-point game. The longer the Knicks just hang around, anything could happen. Knocked away from Durant, still Warrior ball.
So here's the 2-on-1. Didn't like the angle with the trailer coming back into it, so he just took it himself. So the trailing defender made him change his mind. Otherwise, they're off on an easy layup on the other side.
Pat McCaw checking in, Porzingis back in. Pocket 3. Beautiful ball movement there. Livingston, the finisher. Very patient, simple passes, and executed flawlessly. Gomez, wheel on the baseline. Nifty feed, and Holiday cutting at just the right time.
You can't be focused on the ball when you're on the perimeter and your man's still out there. He may move on you. That's exactly what happened. You turn your back like that, you got to see the ball and the man.
Livingston, that baseline rover. He runs the baseline back and forth. Sometimes it's a dunk or layup. That time, Sean's little patented turnaround. Baker kicked it out to Lance Thomas. Baker might have got a layup. Paul with the rebound. Warriors fortunate as they drop it off, and Pat McCaw with a deep 2.
I always thought of McCaw coming in from UNLV as a scorer more than a shooter, but he's proving to me that he can knock down threes. I hope he does not become so one-minded with the 3, because he can do so much more. Great movement by Holiday.
Gomez didn't quite finish. Livingston will push, running with friends. Beautiful pass. Curry can't buy one. Steph is 0 for 5, the only starter has not scored for the Warriors.
He took a little bait to his defender, and his defender didn't bite on it, so he made it more difficult. Had an easy layup initially. I don't question what he did. I think you should sometimes stop on a dime like that and do a little fake, but somehow they didn't go for it.
So the Knicks are shooting 39%, but keeping it a single-digit ball game. We thought about a very deep 3.
He is finding people.
Durant missing the corner 3.
Steph is finding people, but just not hitting.
Porzingis has McCaw. Durant recognized right away. Gomez will miss fire. That's not a called double team. That's the Warriors' reaction. Don't leave a man on an island. And Durant came to double right away. It was good awareness. And KD reversing it up and in.
He had to stretch so much he could not get it to the board. That was not an easy shot, folks.
I'll tell you what, you're undrafted and you're going to work super hard. Baker's got 7 in 8 minutes. He's guarding Curry, and the Knicks are scrappy enough to just hang around. 6:22 remaining in the first half. Iguodala finishing in the open floor. True story, Kristaps Porzingis, the 4th pick of last year's draft, and I think his success or failure will be linked to Phil Jackson and his front office maneuverings in New York. That's the signature player and signature pick right there.
Well, I think he's destined for success. He's a sure thing. 21 years of age.
He also handles the whole New York spotlight very well. Carmelo was commented even a year ago for a rookie. Porzingis not consumed by the bright lights at all. Very comfortable. Rain on 3, ticked iron. Here comes Baker out of the pack. I'll ask you a rhetorical question on Ron Baker. How many years of college do you think he played? Porzingis hitting from the wing.
Talking about Porzingis?
Talking about Baker.
Oh. I don't know him, but I'd say he played 3 or 4.
He actually played 5 even because he redshirted.
Wow, okay.
Point being, he played 4 years of college basketball, and that's why he's not overwhelmed tonight. Trying to chase around Steph Curry, and that time he lost him for a second.
So Curry gets on the board here. Finally.
David West, good weak side help. Knocked that one away. Step behind the back. West to Draymond, maybe a little overpassing.
Come on, come on.
This could be so unselfish. Livingston lasers that home. Back up to double digits. Hornacek wants to make sure the Warriors don't get in that real rhythm.
Transition defense is rather weak for the New York Knicks tonight.
Warriors bench getting it done. Livingston with 6, helping out the starters. With 5:13 remaining in the first half, tonight's attendance brought to you by Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything. 201 consecutive sellouts. Warriors home to Portland on Saturday, Utah on Tuesday.
First foul charge.
Klay Thompson will pick up a foul off the ball, I meant to say. It's a good thing because David West looked at Gary Zielinski like, you didn't call a foul on me, did you? He said, no, I didn't. Holiday, look what I found. Bounce right back to him.
Quick release, took advantage. What a nice young man. Glad to see he's sticking.
West will fade away.
Because some of the passes by the Warriors, if the Knicks have their eyes on the ball, they would intercept those. And they're getting good looks inside because they've got their heads turned. The Knicks aren't seeing the ball a lot.
Hernan Gomez. The Warriors, 19 points off the bench, 22 assists on their 22 field goals. How do they do any better than that? Bengals firing there. Pat McCaw slicing in. You talked about McCaw not living at the three-point line, Jim. Part of that is with his athleticism, he can grab a few rebounds off the ball.
Oh, that without question. He'll learn, by the way, to go in and get some offensive rebounds. People won't block him out, and still know he'll get a sense of whether he can get it or not and still recover defensively. Right now, he's afraid to take too much of a risk. He doesn't want to get caught not getting back, but he'll learn how to pick his spots. Stephen Curry does it.
All right, I'm going to ask you something Dennis Rodman said. He said 80% of the shots miss long. So if you're on the weak side, are you expecting it to rebound out that far? There's Durant. There's a shot that missed long.
Curry's just hitting everybody. Look at the passes. It's amazing for him tonight.
Steph Curry hitting a 3.
He is threading the needle.
But I was always intrigued by that. They asked Rodman why he was such a good rebounder. He'd studied rebounding so much. But he said, hey, that's how I position myself based on where it's shot and who's shooting it, the whole bit.
10% will come back down the middle, I've always felt. And about 70% will go away from the direction it was shot. It was fling, and he almost got it.
Curry Tied up with Joakim Noah.
Curry tried to wrestle that away. Not much luck with Noah, but Curry's a lot stronger. Look at those shoulders. He's a lot stronger than when he first came here.
You're right, his passing tonight. Steph's got 6 assists, 5 rebounds.
He's bulked up. Look at the biceps.
We know that
weightlifting's paying off.
With the core and the deadlift, he was second strongest Warrior last year.
But he didn't have the build like that.
That was one of the more unusual tips I've seen.
Almost went in.
Skip pass. Ball hopping around. Steph 3. This hasn't been there tonight. Porzingis had it knocked away. You see Noah doing all that dirty work, but he just can't finish. Iguodala. Now he heard the whistle. He wanted it in the act of shooting. He's not going to get it, but that still was fun to watch. How fast does Andre's mind work? I'm fouled. Oh, wait, I was shooting.
He didn't get it off in time. That should not be a continuation, but I'll tell you what, I like his aggressiveness. Over the last 2.5 weeks, he looks like a different player.
KD offline. Biggest lead has been 11. Every time the Warriors look for separation, the Knicks just hang around. There's a Warrior 7-point lead at the end of 1.
I keep looking at the percentage. They're hitting 50%, but it seems like a lot less.
Well, they've missed so many open shots.
Here's the most reliable shooter tonight, Thompson.
Okay, wide open, and he's going to drop that down. Steph's 2 of 9, but he's not going to miss that shot. Knicks, Porzingis, easily on the follow.
Well, when you drive to the hoop, sometimes you find an open man if the big comes to you, but you do bring people to defensive rebounding. If you miss it, somebody can clean up on your own team. I like it.
And Thompson right to the iron. He got there quickly before Noah could even respond. That should never happen. That was off a Warrior layup, and the Knicks nearly had one of their own rights.
They've only had 3 free throws, and Hornacek doesn't like it.
Durant. Hammer it home. So the Warriors trying to gain a little separation right before the break. Minute 39 remaining in the first half. So on the jump ball, just nearly batted into your own basket.
Correct?
Correct.
I looked up the NBA assist record. I was wondering. Milwaukee did it against Detroit in 1978. They had 53. That's the NBA single game assist record.
Wow. Porzingis is fouled.
But how about for both teams, the most assists in a game? 93. Now, one team, who do you think's involved?
Denver.
You got it.
Yeah. Was that Denver-Detroit the highest scoring game of all time?
That might have been. Let's see when that was. December 13th, 83? Was that like 186, 184, 3 overtimes?
Yep.
That's it, yeah. I didn't.
That's a record for assists.
I heard that on the radio today. 186, 184 for some reason. And by the way, have a break here. Here's a trivia for you. What happened in 1965 on this date, December the 15th, with the Chicago Bears?
I was going to say you walked on the moon? No, that was
Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears.
They drafted Gale Sayers.
He scored 6 touchdowns against the 49ers.
The 49ers. Actually,
1965 on this date.
At Wrigley Field,
yeah, he
had 5 touchdowns, and the crowd begged George Halas to put him in to return a punt. And that was the 6th and final touchdown for Sayers that day.
See, Brandon Jennings had no idea where the ball was. That was an easy layup. You got to see the ball. You have to have vision on the ball.
Well, you notice
Red
all
Holzman, the Hall of Fame Knicks coach, always preached that. When I played with him for a couple of years, he demanded you see the ball. He would scream at you if you didn't.
Ball hopping around, and Draymond thought Steph would be in the corner, and he was not. 26 assists, 5 turnovers, though. The passing has been on point. The shooting a little up and down. Shots the Warriors are normally going to make. Porzingis has Curry on a switch. This is where Draymond says, give me him. I'll switch back.
Iguodala reached in, and they're going to call a foul.
I just marvel at how Porzingis can handle the ball and move with that frame.
That's what I said before the game. He can handle. And that's a beautiful little crosser. He can get his jump shot anytime that he wants.
Misfiring on the free throw there. Iguodala will sit because he's got the 3 fouls. So McCaw back in. Klay Thompson with 14, Brandon Jennings with 10, the only double-digit scores. And a year ago, Porzingis struggled in both games against the Warriors.
He averaged 14.3, 7.3 rebounds his rookie year.
Courtney Lee, that was off 2 missed free throws, and Warriors just getting fortunate. Grant didn't finish.
Porzingis is there, and he is a factor a couple of times tonight as Durant went in.
So the Knicks essentially played for 1 here with a single-second game shot clock difference. Jennings stops at the elbow. He's got time to work with 3 seconds. Lost the handle. Kuzminskis nearly put it in. So it's a 14-point lead, and the Warriors haven't looked very sharp. They've had opportunities defensively. They're getting it done, holding the Knicks to 38% shooting. Offensively, a little odd, but JaVale McGee, Roz, was able to hammer a bunch of those home in the first quarter.
JaVale, you've had the opportunity now to start 2 times. What's the tone you think you're able to set for the game?
I'm just trying to speed it up and just play the game above the rim and help out with rebounding and being able to block shots.
And you guys are moving and zipping the ball around tonight. Do you have a sense that you can almost anticipate exactly the passes your teammates want to throw?
Yeah, I just assume they're gonna pass it. That's all I can really do, because everybody's so unselfish. For everybody to be scoring at such a high amount, they're so unselfish. So you definitely have to be ready.
All right, thanks, JaVale.
Thank you,
guys.
Well, JaVale McGee introduces that phrase, catch radius. Throw it anywhere near the rim, and he will slam it home. Greg, Gary, and Coletta in the studio for Warrior Halftime Live right after this. Aaron Collins.
Coach Collins, coming into this matchup, there was some hype around the matchup between Draymond Green and Porzingis. What are you seeing there?
Well, I see that Draymond's doing a pretty good job on him. Look, he's 7'3", he has a tremendous wingspan, he's a very versatile player. But Draymond always brings that intensity and passion on the defensive end and takes pleasure in getting stops.
What about the rest of the team's defense, too? You're holding the Knicks under 40% from the field. Do you see a little bit of a higher level of concentration than you did on the road trip?
Well, I think that we're doing a really good job of contesting shots and shot challenging. They've had some open looks that they've just missed, but again, defense wins championships. And if we want to go anywhere and achieve the goals that we want to achieve, we have to get stops.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Ross.
Well, that's one of the barometers, holding a team under 40%. Warriors want to shoot it better than 50%. Steph Curry, a wraparound, but he traveled. Well, extra shuffle in the lane before he delivered it to Draymond Green.
Yeah, I think the foot that can't come down, and these 2 steps came down before he delivered the ball. You know, going back to those the Olympics, and Carmelo Anthony, he's the all-time U.S. leading scorer, correct? And Durant is number 2 on that list. I love Draymond, the pressure, even out the half court. Make him uncomfortable.
He's getting a kick out of guarding Porzingis. JaVale McGee tracked down Brandon Jennings.
He plays 7 minutes and gets 8 points in that first half. And he makes plays like that. He's going to earn more minutes, McGee is.
Lob again, and he just tapped it in.
He's ready all the time, as he told Roz at halftime.
So Lance Thomas with Brandon Jennings, Kristaps Porzingis, Joakim Noah, and Courtney Lee.
During training camp, there was Courtney Lee. Gets that to go down. I talked to McGee and I said, you don't need to call plays for yourself. You're going to get a lot of drives from your teammates. Are going to lob it over the top. You're going to get dunks. That's the way you're going to score. Just play defense. Don't make mistakes. Win the coach's favor.
Draymond misfiring on the 3.
Take the lobs.
Courtney Lee just hit 1 jumper.
Courtney Lee can be electrifying at times, but some nights he just kind of disappears. I mean, Courtney Lee had
his
scored
first 2 field goals.
Yeah, played 15 and a half minutes. Did not score in the first half. McGee's a scoring machine right now for a minute.
JaVale McGee has 12 on 6 of 8 shooting. That's 5 dunks and 1 tip in. Durant, good recovery.
Yes, they didn't have to double team.
Courtney Lee finding Thomas in the corner, and he stripes that 3. Knicks just keep hanging around.
Thomas 1 of 4 now. He shoots 46% on the year, albeit he's only made 12.
Beautiful backdoor look, and Draymond able to finish.
From that distance, that should not happen. I mean, near half court, when you throw it, you've got to see the ball. And the Knicks don't see the ball defensively very well at all. Said that time and again.
Draymond's got Porzingis 3 of 8. Draymond tipping it up and out. Here comes Courtney Lee.
Sometimes you're better off bringing it down than going back up.
Thomas, a little too strong off the backboard. Murray's got 3 Knicks hovering around him.
He has eyes in the back of his head. He knew that Thomas was coming.
Durant, the trailer, misfiring on the 3. Warriors have been more than pedestrian from three-point land, 6 of 19. Dropped it off, and Noah able to finish.
Got to the right angle. Courtney Lee. Been around a long time. 9 years now.
And JaVale will get himself to the line with just extra effort.
Seems like no one can keep him away from the rim.
And Noah's normally a very good defender.
I was going to say, if anybody could, it would be Noah.
Zaza Pachulia's injury. McGee starting his 2nd consecutive game at the center spot and backing up that New Orleans performance.
Steve Kerr said it's going to be day to day for Zaza.
Santa Cruz Warriors are coming to Oracle for the very first time. So they take on Oklahoma City on Sunday, February 12th. First 10,000 fans get the Stephen Curry surfing bobblehead. Be here for that game at 888 GSW Hoop. It's fun to have a D-League game here at Oracle.
I agree.
Free throw split.
Uh-oh, Noah. Didn't like that.
Brandon Jennings said, we're running 4 up. That was the play. He just told Joakim Noah again, 4 up. That's the play we're running.
Now he's hollering at Hornacek.
That's funny. Draymond, little runner. Here comes Brandon Jennings.
Don't want to get too casual here.
No, as I said, they're not getting enough separation to be this casual. Knicks would take being down 6 with 3 minutes left or something right now.
Curry, he's so good at reading the passing lanes now. It's more blur alert.
Play, feet set, 3 down.
Well, Jeff Hornacek was a great three-point shooter. He saw that coming. He's trying to get his guys to alert that Klay Thompson's going to get a 3. He's done it himself hundreds of times.
The Warriors have 30 assists on 30 made field goals. And assisted on every basket they've made.
I don't know the record on that.
Jennings, very clever. There's Joakim Noah doing a little dirty work.
Not many people go over the back and have the length to go over Durant.
AD ripping it just off.
He's 4 of 12.
He's 4 of 13, counting that miss, with Steph being 2 of 9, and it's just remarkable.
6 of 22.
Draymond's going to pick up a personal there.
Curry just read the body language of Noah. Step in the passing lane. Gets another assist.
So the timeout probably comes at a good time. The Warriors kind of stuck in neutral offensively, but they still lead by 11. Warrior lead at 11. Be sure to check out our friend Monty Poole, the Warrior Insider, courtesy of Da Vinci Marble. 24/7 Warrior coverage on CSNBayArea.com. Monty Poole is your Warrior Insider.
I just like the name, Da Vinci Marble. That's good. And I guess Monty could pose for the David, you know? He's a big guy.
Lee misfiring. The Warriors are 4 of 11 in the quarter. A little casual, but the lob has worked every time. Klay Thompson's got 17. JaVale McGee's 15.
He's got
the second high score.
He's got 3 of the 4. Well, now make it 3 of the 5. Klay Thompson has the 3 a moment ago. McGee is scoring at an incredible pace tonight. More than any other Warrior. That's a deep 3.
Klay Thompson hitting a 3. Now, you marveled at Klay getting 60 points. There's the Jerry West jumper that I think Klay reminds me of. Klay had 60 points. He had 11 dribbles. JaVale McGee's got 15 points. He hasn't dribbled once.
That's funny.
Here's Steele. They open in the corner. Little heat check. Misfired there, but Durant. Now there's JaVale McGee putting it in again.
He's a scoring machine tonight.
8 of 10 for JaVale McGee.
Obviously his season high.
Joakim Noah challenged by JaVale McGee. Here comes Curry running with friends. Steph to kill. Oh, KD was going to tomahawk that. And just couldn't get a grip on it.
Still, we talked about it before the game, you want to develop good habits. You want to play up to your optimum. They have a 3-on-2. They've got to get a shot out of that. Even if it's just a 12-foot jump shot banked off the board from the angle.
And that's what Steph's frustration is there.
Steve Kerr knows it.
Well, what Steve Kerr said, you know, games in December, January, plays like that, you may play Cleveland in June. And those are the habits you're talking about, Jim. You can't come up empty. So those habits are forged during the 82-game season. And Jennings able to make that home. Draymond with a rebound. Close out by Courtney Lee. Klay drives him instead. Points the turnover. Steph gets around Porzingis. We'll get it right back. Look at Kristaps Porzingis. That's going to be 3 in the key. McGee was waiting for someone to shoot, but Kristaps Porzingis covered a lot of ground there and showed good basketball acumen to not leave Steph Curry.
Steph usually takes that shot, usually gets open, but the length of Porzingis deterred that.
For a young player, he showed very good awareness that trip down.
Well, he knows how to play. He played for 3 years, by the way, in Sevilla, Spain. I could say Seville, but it is Sevilla. Then he was drafted by the Knicks, number 4 overall.
Steph trying to get it inside. Klay Thompson will draw the foul.
Well, he became a post-up center there. He fought for position and had a big advantage on Brandon Jennings. Just flashes from the weak side. Good bounce pass away from the defender. That was a nice one by McGee. He liked it. Throws it to the outside hand so the defender who's on the inside can't deflect it.
This is continuing a pattern. It's a good sign for Klay, Jim, where you always say great players never have back-to-back games where they scuffle. You know, Klay didn't shoot it like he would have liked to in New Orleans, and so he's bounced back with a vengeance tonight. Jennings off iron. Draymond another rebound. Draymond had a triple-double in New Orleans. He's got 9, 6, and 5 as Curry puts it up and in.
The Warriors are 15-0 in Draymond Green's career when he has a triple-double. So let's let him get one. Make it 16-0.
Out of the hands of Jennings. The biggest lead is right now. JaVale McGee is going to get a nice hand, and deservedly so. 17 points in 15 minutes. 8 of 10 shooting. And highlight after highlight for the big man.
One of the good things came out of this tonight, and he may go back in again, extended minutes like that, he is going to get in better shape.
Yep.
You don't get in shape.
In game shape.
You don't get in shape traveling like we've done because you just don't get practice time.
Curry missing that three. Draymond tapped it to Andre. Durant down the lane. 14-0 Warrior run.
Break it open.
Yeah, this is separation we were looking for.
Yes.
With the Knicks on tilt. Yes.
He told me before the game he's got to drive a little bit more, not be content taking threes. He played 3 years. He actually been playing pro ball since he was 17. As Kuzminskas.
You know what the interesting thing about it? Why is he wearing 91? Brandon Jennings.
I didn't ask that. His mother played along with Sharunas Marshalonis' ex-wife on the USSR Olympic teams.
Okay.
Basketball. His mother was an Olympian.
JaVale McGee having a night, electrifying the crowd, and the Warrior lead at 23.
On the Knicks. All day today, Stephen Curry has committed himself to creating a special experience that 14 Make-A-Wish kids won't ever forget. In tonight's forward right choice, we joined Steph and the kids at shoot-around, where the kids watched the team practice and then joined the players in the huddle. Afterwards, they enjoyed one-on-one time with Steph, and Steph made sure to give each kid time and make a connection. And just before today's game started, they all sat courtside for Steph's famous pregame warm-up, and now they're watching the game as well. And Steph didn't stop there. He gave the children gifts, including Warriors jerseys and a lot of Under Armour gear. Guys?
I tell you, to see those kids when Steph hit his tunnel shot was just awesome. And that's a full day for Steph. And he'll take pictures with those families after the game too.
Well, he's auctioning off a pair of shoes with the initials of the Oakland fire victims. All the initials on those shoes.
He's wearing those special shoes tonight.
He just does those things. He does so much. Sometimes you read about it, hear about it, and a lot of times you don't.
Oh, how'd that pass get to Durant? So these are the pregame shoes
with all the fire victims' initials on there. Wow.
And then he's got the game shoes that say Oakland Strong and Always Remember on them. They're really amazing. So Steph just remembering all the victims from the fire. And
look at that. Look at him. These, I think these emanate from his own brain. I don't think anybody's saying, hey, let's, the PR people coming to him, let's do this, let's do that.
You see all the initials of all the victims on those shoes.
I asked him the other day, because he has so many, I've seen him in different shoes. I say, do you wear like Michael Jordan used to wear a brand new pair of shoes every game, which I can never understand. I wouldn't want to do that. And I said, do you wear a new pair of shoes every game? And he said no. So he does wear them more than once at times. These will not be, of course.
That's good on Steph, good on Under Armour. That's being aware of where you live and where you play. Quinn with a little pump fake. Will close out on Justin Holiday. And Draymond drawing the foul. Kyle O'Quinn, Jim,
yes.
We saw him in Orlando. You know what? If he's one of your bigs coming off the bench, I like a lot of the things he does. He's a pretty rugged customer.
Plays about 15 minutes a night and gets you 5.5 rebounds. Not a bad number for a sub.
Yeah, that's the, rebounds per minute played is a way to evaluate a guy. Norfolk State, 19th pick in the second round in 2012. Don't forget, Slate Night is coming up, presented by DraftKings. That's with the Blazers in town on Saturday. You could be here at 888-GSW-HOOP.
Noah plays 22 minutes a night. He gets 7.8 rebounds, so it's a little better ratio.
Those are the Slate jerseys. looking forward to Saturday and Tuesday. Saturday, Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, and Portland. Tuesday, the Jazz team that I think is on the rise. Curry almost banked in from the corner.
Just reading an article about the Jazz. How do they go from good to great? And they're going to be really good before the season's out. Nice drive.
Ron Baker, redshirted and played all 4 years at Wichita State. He's got 9 off the bench, has yet to miss a shot. He's actually put in a reasonable effort guarding Steph. Clark, very tough tape on the baseline.
He worked hard for that. He was under control. That may be the first non-assisted basket of the night.
Iguodala got too much arm there. 37 field goals, 36 assists. So Andre, rough night with the reach-ins. He's got 4 fouls.
Well, they were perfect in assists and baskets made in the first half. 26-26 because the Warriors missed a lot of driving layups.
You know what?
Initiated.
We just saw Steve Kerr on the bench. He's going to discuss the selfishness of Ian Clark. How dare he just take it one-on-one and score that basket? Ian, we were perfect tonight until you beat your man off the dribble and laid it in.
What are you doing?
Substitution for New York. Checking into the game, first time this evening, number 2, Maurice Endor.
Here we go, one shot, man, one.
So Maurice Endor gets his first playing time. I fully admit to looking up Endor before the game, Jimmy.
Well, they have to.
Out of Ohio University, he was undrafted. I saw Carmelo and Rose weren't going to play. Start looking up and down the Knicks roster. Knicks are in a 2-3 zone. Now dropping off into man-to-man. And Clark, that little runner. David West kept it alive, a fresh 24. Iguodala behind the back. Ian Clark set shot 3. Good!
Really nice.
All started with David West just batting it out. Extra effort, extra energy. Ian nearly knocked that away. It'll be Nick Ball with the final 13 ticks here in the third. The Knicks are figuring out who's going to inbound the ball. Justin Holiday. Baker will call his own number. Endor. The rebound and the finish. KD. Deep 3. That'll do it for the third. The Warriors had a 14-point lead at halftime. They push it to 22. So when you got 37 assists, extra effort, ball moves around, everyone touches it till Clark makes the 3. Toyota game summary. With the Warriors up 22 and doing it with Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. Only 8 of 28. It shows off the rest of the Warrior firepower. 37 assists. Bob, Jim, and Roz with you at Oracle. Saturday night Portland, Tuesday night Utah. Mini homestand.
The Warriors got 18 points in the paint in that quarter.
You know, there's a lot of Warriors, Jim, that got to feel pretty good about their game right now. Look at Livingston on the road trip. You look at David West. Andre is springing to life offensively.
Yes.
You already know about Draymond, Clay, Steph, and KD. JaVale McGee's coming along. The Warriors are a force.
Well, people at the start of the season said, oh, the Warriors they don't have a bench. Give it time.
Well, the bench is different because Steve is leaving one or two of the All-Stars with some of the reserves, but the opportunity, how about Ian Clark's development? Come on, Looney is evolving. It's just really good to see. And JaVale McGee, now Bob Myers is sitting courtside tonight. When you're executive of the year in the NBA, you know how you win that award again? It's when you find a center at a veteran minimum to come in and play like JaVale McGee has played tonight.
He's got hope for his career now.
I mean, think about the contracts awarded to a Timofey Mozgov and others at the center spot.
Yeah.
Bob gets JaVale McGee for $1 million.
It's a steal.
Gets Zaza Pachulia, and it comes because he wanted to be part of the Warriors. Took way less money.
That's where the whole organization fits in and is alluring to people.
Indoor. Stole it from Andre. Andre fouled him up top.
Kid from the Senegal. He's lively.
Also want to mention David West in terms of free agents that chose winning over finances to be part of this Warrior thing. And, you know, you talk to them, we're around them so much this past road trip, is that they all know they're part of something special. We need David West and Zaza, JaVale, that are very appreciative of kind of where they are and how much fun this is. Bob, he's sitting with Kevin Durant's agent, Rich Klein, there. They're going to go to replays.
Kevin Durant's agent has a lot to say about something.
Clear path foul. That will be 2 free throws plus possession. We had the rare away from the play foul in New Orleans before the ball was inbounded. That's 1 free throw and possession.
You know, the way management is today, I'm just wondering, do you really need an agent? I think they do much more today than they used to. It used to just be, okay, we'll handle salary. And I'll bet they handle a lot more than just salary for these guys.
So they'll view that Andre fouled him from behind, that Endor was just ahead of him. That's why it was a clear path foul.
Yes.
Gomez denied by David West. And then David swung it on. It'll be an offensive foul.
Charge to David West, first personal.
There are some fake tough guys in the NBA, Jim. That's not one of them. David West is legit.
Well, let's see what Hernan Gomez did. Didn't do anything. Dave was just kind of trying to think what, bring that little fur up a little bit, right?
Endor, very springy player. He said, I haven't seen him play. Did not watch a lot of Ohio University basketball. Steve Kerr just sense that the game's kind of all the momentum has died there. David West got a little hitch in his get along, so Steve wants to see what's going on there. 10.5 remaining with the Warrior lead at 18. Town kid who played very well against the Warriors in the last 5. 49% on threes. David West had to go into the locker room, Jim.
Yeah, I don't like that.
He definitely had some discomfort after that little altercation.
Was this the cause of it, or was it the other end?
I don't know. It's at right there.
Yeah, he was fighting for that rebound.
Durant hitting the mid-range.
That's why he got upset. He was hurting. David West, 14 years in the league. 894 games. Excuse me, 893 coming in to this season.
Hernan Gomez Flipping it up and in.
Just think, 900 regular season games, not counting the playoffs. Been in the playoffs 7 times. That's a lot of games.
Grant putting that in. That's when you look at LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. You look at all their regular season games, and they have multiple seasons worth of playoff games. The season's 82 games. You look at the amount of playoff games they've played. Justin Holiday hitting that 3.
You can see he's become much more than just a catch and shoot player. Holiday initiating his own shot.
This unit on for the Knicks is going to play very hard here the next couple minutes. The Warriors will need to execute to maintain that large advantage. You see, Baker is fighting for his life. Endor was undrafted. Holiday has bounced around. Courtney Lee and the rookie Hernan Gomez. Iguodala with quick hands. Livingston filling the lane.
Well, it'll be trite if I say it again, but their transition defense, the Knicks, I mean, that's a loose ball that's laying on the floor, running around, and you only get 2 men back after all of that time?
Uncontested layup.
That should not happen. That's a foul.
Mooney does commit the foul.
First foul. Charge. Come on, Looney. First foul.
So Iguodala strips it inside. Okay, and the ball's rolling around. It's not secured. Where are the rest of the defenders? Courtney Lee's taking his time.
It's a great full court view there because, to your point, Jim, the ball's laying around there and 3 Knicks are still behind the play. And as you said, they had yesterday off, so
that's just very poor transition defense.
Derrick Rose and Carmelo provide a lot of the firepower, but the Knicks are going to have to defend better than that.
And it was Iguodala who came up with the ball in the paint down here to dribble the whole way.
Right.
So many factors there.
Keep moving, keep running the offense, keep hitting shots. Maintain that separation, have the clock keep running, and put away to win number 23.
Klay Thompson is so good at that because he doesn't bring the ball down. You think he's not on balance to shoot, and somehow he finds enough room and enough feet under him to get it up.
Durant blocking Porzingis. It's an on-ball defense there. Clay's been efficient tonight, 10 of 16. Off iron. Courtney Lee will call his own number. Passed up a 3 for a better one. Play missing there.
And he's wide open. How does he get that open? What are they doing?
Hernan Gomez is a clever passer. Wasn't a layup, but the guy in the post there. Looks like his brother we saw in Denver that we were impressed with. He knows how to play basketball. That was pretty.
Still young, 22 years of age.
European,
for the season's over.
European bigs know how to pass the ball. You see that a lot. Free throw missed. Christmas Day, the Warriors are wearing their special Christmas jerseys against Cleveland. With their limited edition holiday jersey now through tomorrow. Enjoy free shipping on all orders over $75 at Warriors.com. So home, away, slate, crossover, and Christmas jerseys all available.
I want to remind you, Bob, next Wednesday's right around the corner. We fly to New York.
You're saying you can't wait to do that?
Back on the road again.
Porzingis got a piece of that. Holiday breaking out of the pack. Oh, Baker will finish. Baker's got 11 points on 5 of 6 shooting.
Another 2-point field goal, he'll have a baker's dozen.
Okay, I like that. Steph just went up and down, lost the handle. Shot clock at 5. Sean nearly turned it over. Shot clock at 1, and they get it to Looney just in time.
Why would you defend someone right under the basket? I mean,
you know what? Seeing the man in the ball, Jim, is totally overrated. ...40 assists tonight. On the 43 field goals by the Warriors. And 24-second violation. As the Knicks just were unaware. 5:59 and Jeff Hornacek. It's been a long night. The Warriors have just been better in every facet. Our Dodge shots of the game. Jim, the perimeter shooting skills of JaVale McGee.
I think you've got to go with alliteration. How about Dodge dunks?
There you go.
Let's see if you get a shot other than a dunk. That's 2.
I don't think so.
And there's the flush. 4 and counting. He made 8 baskets.
8 of 10.
There were 7 dunks. I remember, seriously, there were 7 dunks. One wasn't a dunk.
Season high 17 points. Our Dodge dunks of the game.
By the way, if you want to get a Dodge Charger, you can get it with the Hemi. And you can get like a 6-liter engine that has, I don't know, something like 500 horsepower. This thing should be in the Indy 500.
Are you selling cars in the fourth quarter?
I just was looking in the magazine and reading all about it. There's so many different Dodge Charger models.
They're a Warrior sponsor, so sell away.
It's unbelievable, really. I mean, I'd like to drive one and see what it would do, but...
There you go. Hey, Dodge people, you listening? Jim Barnett wants to drive a Hemi. He wants a Dodge Charger with that Hemi engine. Curry misfiring on that 3.
6.2 liter. Ooh. I wonder how fast it will go. Probably had to put a regulator on it. Probably goes about 160.
Zingas misfiring. Steph with a rebound in motion.
Draymond Green is saying, "Why did you throw it down to me?" Look at Draymond.
Pat McCaw.
That's a good hinder.
Stop the break. Well, the double team there.
That's a good hinder.
I think we're just seeing the beginning of Pat's game.
Smart play.
He's trying to find it from three-point land. Not been there tonight.
Right now, Steph's in practice.
He's 7 of 18. Steph's 3 of 14. It could be a problem for Portland.
You would hope.
Hernan Gomez. I tell you, he does some nice things, Jim.
Very fluid.
Couple more buckets and this one's over. Blocked by Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, he should have found his open man on that one.
Guess who saved him? Draymond Green. Not only the steal, but off of Holiday's leg. He just does it so often.
He replaces Stephen Curry.
Hernan Gomez.
See, Looney was open there. You know, it's a misnomer that you should take your left hand from the left side, right, always. Because if you take that with your right hand, you put it next, I've said this before, next to the backboard and the rim, he may not get to it. He has to go around that rim. You can't go through it.
Livingston misfiring.
Sometimes you expose it when you do that. And that was a good example right there. That was a great block. There's no doubt about it.
Livingston got a piece of that Holiday 3.
Curry is 3 of 14. Durant 7 of 18 now. They've combined for 23 points, but 10 of 32 shooting, and let the Warriors win going away.
Okay, come on, keeps working on the glass. The ball was kicked. Recycling the shot clock to 14. Hard to get a gauge on the Knicks. Not seeing Carmelo and Derrick Rose.
You have no idea. No need to watch this tape for any scouting purposes.
Third straight time we've seen Porzingis, and yet to have a good game against the Warriors. Ball missing. Draymond couldn't tip it in.
I still like the idea of driving. Don't get me wrong. Don't settle for three-point shooting all the time. Develop your game.
Brandon Jennings just ball dominant there to the point where he lost it out of bounds. Jennings had 10 in the first half. He still has 10.
He's a funny scorer. Peculiar. Off and on.
Oh, McCaw telegraphed that pass. Holiday came and knifed in to steal it. Porzingis. Knicks getting on the glass to tip in that miss.
He wasn't concerned about making the first shot. He just knew it was going to be up on the board and you're going to get it. But I think his teammate, Hernan Gomez, beat him to it.
The holiday season. The Warriors have probably wrapped this one up, leading by 14. With the Warrior lead at 14. Good to be back home. The Warriors just kind of a workmanlike effort dismantling the Knicks. Our Xfinity player of the game, Klay Thompson, 25 points on 10 of 17 shooting, 4 made threes. Our Xfinity player of the game.
He had 4 assists.
He had 4 assists. Steph had 8. Durant had 8 assists, 14 rebounds, and 15 points.
He is so businesslike about his game. I mean, this is a job that he loves the job, but it's a craft, and he works at it every day.
The only time you ever see Klay show emotion is when he's disappointed in himself for missing shots or having an off game or something.
He was pretty happy with that 60 points.
He was. That's.
As I've said before, these young men work so hard.
Nice steal. And Baker.
That's the way he
used to play.
That's where you take it to the basket.
Yeah, nice. And 6 of 7. He's got 13. Holiday's got 13.
You either make that or you get fouled.
Deeper reserves for the Knicks have played well.
It's a 12-point game, folks.
Missing that 3. McAdoo knocked it out of bounds off Porzingis. So James Michael with the extra effort getting a new possession.
That could be a big call here. If the Warriors get complacent, start missing everything.
Holiday blocking Ian Clark. Hernan Gomez is fouled coming down the lane.
2 things. You get 2 free throws and
stop the clock.
You stop the clock. And he's a pretty good free throw shooter. 75%.
Game's going to get a little cosmetically closer than it needed to be. Fifth pick of the second round a year ago, as Jim mentioned. Played in Spain. Missing a free throw there. Our priority wait list, where members receive priority access to exclusive ticket pre-sales and the best possible season tickets the moment they become available at Oracle or the Chase Center. Call it 888-GSW-HOOP. Get on that priority wait list.
I've seen a team down 5 points with 35 seconds to go and win the game. And without overtime. They scored 7 straight. I played on the team.
Okay. Von Looney with the pump fake and come on to the line.
That's pretty good, isn't it? 35 seconds. You score 7 points. The other team didn't score any. And you
know
win
what?
the game by 2.
Reggie Miller thinks that's nothing. The miracle of Madison Square Garden. Come on, drop it in the free throw. Denver beat Portland tonight. Blazers are having problems defensively. They've got McCollum and Lillard, but teams have been able to score on the Blazers. Damian had 40 and 10, and they still lost.
They're 13 and 15 now. And they go to 5-11 on the road. Was this in Portland or in Denver?
I don't know where they played.
It was at Denver. That's not easy.
Being told Denver shot 51% in that game, so they've got to cinch it up defensively in the race for that last playoff spot. You're starting to see too, Jim, as we're getting closer to 30 games, right? More separation from the playoff teams in the Western Conference.
Well, Memphis has really surprised me. They are playing so well, by the way. They're 18 and 9. They look at the Warriors, that's for sure.
That first half, as Livingston hits the jumper there, they dominated the Warriors. Sasha Vujacic had that partially deflected by Livingston, missed everything short.
Marc Gasol is the most effective center in the league right now.
Everybody in that team for Memphis plays super hard.
Yes, they do.
They bump and grind, and they buy into that Fizdale defensive system.
Gasol really hurt the Warriors.
Ian Clark, a little push shot. Endor took it to trouble. Warriors knocked it away. Greg and the guys getting ready for Honda Postgame Live. Talk about the Warriors moving to 23 and 4. Avoided that first home game feeling like a road game type of thing. Warriors have played much better this year, but just enough tonight to make sure there was no drama. Jim was tired of these games that came down to the last minute or two. That's Holiday with the left hand. Remember you said that?
Yes.
Minnesota, New Orleans. I don't want to see this come down to the last minute.
I don't.
Got to shoot it one more time. Clark has it knocked away. So the Knicks will get one more opportunity. And Endor flying in. That will be your final. 103 to 90, 23rd win on the year. Knicks go to 2-2 on the road trip. We said kind of a workmanlike performance. Steph was 3 of 14, KD 7 of 18. But it was Clay's 25 and JaVale McGee with 17 points. Sean Livingston had 10 off the bench. Kristaps Porzingis, defended by Draymond much of the night, was 4 of 13. So the Knicks one visit, an unsuccessful one. And the Warriors have a couple more on this homestand before traveling back to New York. 103-90. Warriors come up with the win. Warriors postgame live is on the way right now.